Well, hey, welcome to the live Get Haunted show. I am Sarah V, your host. Joining you tonight, you might know me from Paranormally Blind, but I am also going to be hosting Get Haunted Live. We've got some awesome shows and thoughts coming up, so stay tuned with us because I think you're going to be pretty happy. And of course, I have Mr. Rob Stachowicz right next to me. Rob, hi.
Hi.
How are you doing? Look at this. Isn't this amazing? We went from 12/22 of 2021 not wanting to be on shows to now having his very own show.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, you were literally my first show ever, and I didn't want to do it. I just didn't. I don't love doing these, but now I kind of do. It's
Yeah,
fun.
see, he doesn't love doing them, but he's doing his own show now. So this is awesome. So this is going to be a really cool sort of tonight we're kicking it off with some pretty amazing people, right? Like this is going to be awesome. But the idea behind this, the whole Get Haunted live show, there's a lot to share. Get Haunted is huge. This is not just a one trick pony, people. This we're talking lots of cool, I don't know, events and services and theories and techniques of ghost hunting. We're gonna cover it all. You guys stay tuned and watch it. Kyle, hi. We're going to just say hi real quick on the side. We've got Kelly here joining us. Lots of you, if you want to pop on here, say hi to us. If you're on Facebook, you have to sign in so I know your name. I hate not acknowledging you. I hate when it just says Facebook user. We want to make sure that we say hi to you and that we acknowledge you. Okay, so tonight we kind of wanted to start. You have a big event coming up, but before we get talking about that, you have three big events sort of coming up there. Get Haunted.
Yeah.
September, we have the Shanley, which is a Get Haunted favorite location.
Yeah, we love the Shanley. Kelly's on watching right now, but yes, September 10th, I think. 10th.
Yep.
We have the Shanley Hotel. Hey, Mind's Eye. So yeah, if you want to come out, the Shanley's always fun, and we always get great activity there. And yeah, it usually sells pretty quick. So if you're thinking about it, or if you're on the fence, jump on now because those tickets go quick.
And that's an overnighter, correct? Like that
Yeah.
you stay there.
Oh yeah, you sleep. We're out usually by like 10 the next morning. Depends, sometimes 9:30, 10. But Kelly's so gracious. She doesn't boot us out. She lets us hang out. And then we usually have, coffee and bagels and food in the morning, and we talk about the night prior. And yeah, it's just a ton of fun. It's kind of a family type get together in a really haunted place.
Yeah, that's one. That's in New York. That place, that one is one I need to get to because I haven't. Anytime anybody posts about the Shanley, it's always like amazing experiences. Not just you guys though, like right, like
Oh yeah,
Get Haunted has great stuff, but like everybody that
everybody.
goes there has amazing experiences.
Yep, it's legendary.
Yeah,
It's
lots of
it's a great
history.
place.
Lots of history. And then in October, you have the amazing White Hill Mansion.
That's right. October 15th, White Hill Mansion. We were lucky to get an October date this year. So, and Dawn and Kyle made that happen. So, October 15th is White Hill. A couple tickets already sold for that. So, yeah, that one usually goes pretty quickly, too.
Yeah,
Just
that's
there.
another Get Haunted favorite, by the way, folks.
Yeah.
Like this place, this is where they get, again, a lot of activity, but they also, you guys, and you just were there. You guys do you pop in and you surprise guest of the candlelight tours with these mini ghost hunts, which is a lot of fun. Like like you say, they're always so shocked when they realize that they're going to get a
Yeah.
little Get Haunted moment in there.
Yeah, it's becoming one of my favorite things to do because, well, it's only about an hour and a half long, right? And they get all of the history, and Kyle or one of the other tour guides bring them through, and then in certain rooms we'll do a 5 or 10 minute investigation, and it's usually a surprise for these people. We're getting people coming back because they loved it so much. So yeah, it's just fun, and it's not a 10-hour investigation. So to knock something out in an hour and a half is actually it's kind of fun and
Yeah,
nice.
I love that
So
one too.
yeah, yeah, we volunteer to do that. It's it helps them so get money in historic preservation, the whole world's largest type thing.
That's right. World's largest ghost hunt, as you guys know, September 24th. Rob is an executive. I am on the promotions committee. Huge, huge thing to be a part of for National Ghost Hunting Day. You have until September 1st to register. And so that means you've got a couple more weeks to get your team or your location on the books with World's Largest Ghost Hunt 2022. It's an amazing thing. It's a family. If you have any questions, your best bet is to go to Paranormally Blonde on Wednesdays at 8 o'clock Eastern and meet the teams and locations that have already signed up, because I'll tell you what, we're 4 shows in and most of these teams are returning participants and they have amazing things to say about it. So you're going to want to hear it right from their mouth. Okay. And then in November, you have is it the old hospital on College Hill?
That's right.
Okay, I always say this one wrong. Okay.
Yep. November 5th, Old Hospital on College Hill with Daryl, who's going to be on here shortly. Yeah, I'm excited. I have not been there yet. I hear nothing but good things. So yeah, I'm excited for this one.
Yeah.
Daryl's got some great stories. I'm psyched. So yeah, November 5th, and you can come investigate with me, investigate with Daryl. We're gonna have a good time. It's gonna be good.
So this is like, just so everybody realizes, so the whole Get Haunted was sort of soft launched, if I remember correctly, from my first show with you in October of 2021. And it was sort of like let's just do it. And you did, and you've been building up. So 2023 is really shaping up to be quite a year for Get Haunted.
Yeah, I hope so. I mean, yeah, it was it was Halloween. I believe we were at Selma Mansion. I wasn't going to launch Get Haunted until this year, till 2022, but it was Halloween. I was like, let's just do it. So boom, fired it out there, and God, I never really expected, this many people, this many followers, this many events. I've been really fortunate, and all these new friends and amazing people that are now in my circle, like you. It's just, it's been great. It's been really good.
Yeah, Get Haunted is a family. If you're not a part of Get Haunted, you need to go check out the Facebook pages, join Get Haunted, the official page, but also there is the Get Haunted group network page. And that is just an amazing place to meet friends in the paranormal. And really, even if you're just interested in paranormal, but there's all sorts of, it's just tons of information and everybody's super helpful. So this is truly a family. And because this is such an amazing thing, and that is a lot to do with you, Rob. You are a generous and very talented and creative person, and you are really involved in paranormal. And because of that, our 2 guests are now a part of this thing with you, which is amazing. And to you, Facebook user, you're stopping by to show love, and we want to show you love too. I'm sorry, I don't know who you are, but we are showing you love as well. So I'm going to bring up our 2 guests, Miss Chelsea Gill.
Hello, everybody. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely, Mr. Daryl Marstons. Wow. So this is like you guys, the all-star team. I am humbled here a little bit. Oh, it's Corbin. Hey, Corbin.
What's up, brother?
There you go. Corbin will be on Paranormally Blonde this Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern time. So come check them out there. All right, let's just start here. Let's introduce you guys. Everybody, if you don't know who they are, this is amazing. This little trio here, all-star team. Miss Chelsea Gill, let's start with you. What is your resume? What is this like? You're this amazing person. So introduce us to you.
So hello, everybody. I'm Chelsea Gill. I'm a 9th-generation psychic medium. I've owned my own corporation here in Buffalo, New York, the last 9 years. It's called Anointed Through Grace Incorporated. And underneath that umbrella, I do private readings, I go to people's houses, do the paranormal, but I also master in integrative medicine. So I take care of those that are mentally sick, cancer, and autoimmune. So everything just kind of gets filtered through the corporation. I'm always working as a psychic medium, even if I am doing the medical side, because sometimes traditional medicine can't find the issue. They got to get down to the root cause.
That is very true.
Little bit of a lot. So my hands are in many different pots, but I'm blessed, to do what I love and love what I do. So I can't
I'm just going to note here, I'm so super stoked to hear that you're in Buffalo. I have a sister right outside in West Seneca area.
It's 10 minutes from me.
So guess what? I will be coming there and I will be meeting you in person very soon. Yes. See, always for a reason. Always for a reason. Yes, this is awesome. That is incredible stuff. And so you hook up with somebody like Daryl Marstons. You're just like, I got to share my gift with Mr. like Ghost Hunter.
It was crazy how we connected. I ended up being part of Flumeri, and I met him at College Hill this past December. And ironically, we didn't even get to work together. We just kind of crossed paths and then connected a little while later. So when you guys head back to College Hill, Rob, you're going to love it. It's one of my favorite locations. Top notch.
Awesome. Yeah, I'm psyched. I'm psyched.
That is awesome. So let's slide on over to Daryl. Daryl, I think many people know who you are, but if somebody didn't, what is your claim to fame?
I feel like I'm at an AA meeting. I'm an alcoholic. My claim to fame, I've worked on many projects. Probably most people know me from Ghost Hunters, lead investigator, Ghost Hunters A&A. Before that, though, I had a pretty decent career of doing podcasts, live streaming, basically what we're doing here. That's how I ended up becoming co-owner of Paranormal Warehouse. Before that, I mean, I did a lot of YouTube, Amazon type videos, things of that nature. And I got into this about almost 20 years ago. It was 2005 when I had my experience that led me into the paranormal, and just been following it ever since. And I never thought it would lead me to this. It was a hobby thing, something I did once a month, whenever I had a chance to, and it became a full-time, gig. And which is, it's crazy to think of, because I never thought it would do that. And now I get to go around and meet all these amazing people, and like that's how I actually, the first time I ever really met Chelsea was, not met her, but like a few years ago on social media, when her daughter actually won a contest to win my autograph picture. And that's when I first started talking to her through social media. But and that led us to College Hill, which was, oh my God, right? For the people, I explain College Hill is the new Waverly. That's how crazy this location is, and I can't wait to get back there. I'll actually be back there in September, and then again I'll be with Flumeri there September 9th and 10th, and then I'll be back with Rob in November again. So exciting location. Oh my God. Can't wait.
I'll make sure that there are links for these tickets for these events for Rob. But seriously, everybody, if you want to have an opportunity to do a Get Haunted event and to hang out and investigate with Daryl, I think Old Hospital on College Hill is your opportunity. So, and it's the end of August. So like, to plan for November, you better do it, because it's going to hit like that before you know it, right? It's going to be there. So we'll make sure those links are down there for you. And also, we were really blessed with World's Largest Ghost Hunt that, Daryl, your team is the production company to help out, to help all these amazing teams and locations that have signed up. So, they're getting a really cool, professional, just a really good quality, really, really snappy, right? Like connectivity and streaming and all that kind of good stuff. So we appreciate you and your team coming out there and making sure everybody's got a great moment, a great hour to share their stuff live.
Well, it's an amazing opportunity for us. I've always heard of the world's largest ghost hunt. I've never been a part of it. It was always kind of something off in the distance. But this year, being asked, by Rob to come on and help out with it, being his first year dealing with it as well, we jumped at the chance to do it, because it's something we wanted to do. It's right up our alley, because that's what Paranormal Warehouse was built on, live streaming, and it just grew from there. We actually kind of got away from like the shows and stuff about 2 years ago, and we concentrated more on the ad content for companies, doing commercials and building stuff for that, and just couldn't put little teasers out there for paranormal stuff. But getting back, just but last Thursday night was our first live stream in several years. That was with Chelsea. Did very well, doing her psychic medium stuff, and very excited to be back into that part of the business. And I can't wait to get back out there at World's Largest and at Penhurst for Rob, Chelsea, and Corbin and myself. We'll be there on the 24th of September, and that's very exciting. I love Penhurst. It's an amazing spot.
Yeah, great location, Rob, that you scored for World's Largest Ghost Hunt.
Daryl
Just a little one,
Daryl
right?
got that one. Yeah, I'm psyched because
It helps to know people.
yeah. I used to work there a lot, and I had many weekends in that place, and it was always kind of near and dear to me. And then it kind of became unobtainable, and Daryl kind of dropped that bomb on me one day. I'm like, oh, yeah.
I'm actually I'm friends with Jim. He's the guy that runs everything over there. We actually filmed there Epic Haunts like 2 years ago, and became friends with a guy. And he's opened the doors for us on every time I call him. He's like, hey, come on over. Yeah. And it's nice to have those kind of connections. Where Penhurst was. I remember trying to get into Penhurst 15 years ago, and it's like, who the hell are you? Yeah. Well, you're gonna know who the hell I am, but it worked out. I'm super excited about doing the World's Largest from there. It's gonna be amazing, and that's the same weekend of their opening of their haunted house they do there as well. So that's all going to be going on. I mean, it's going to be a crazy weekend, and we got something else that might be going on in Penhurst. It is going on in Penhurst. We can't say yet, but there's a little something going to happen too for that. So
look at that. So okay, so let's just get into it here. So the three of you, this is pretty cool. If you follow Chelsea or Daryl or Rob Get Haunted, you've seen the ad. So you guys are doing this amazing event on Labor Day weekend, the 3rd, I believe, called Return to Red Mill.
Yep.
And this is in New Jersey. So Rob's super excited to get back to where he's from and do an event. So let's talk about this. So okay, it says Return to Red Mill. So Daryl and Chelsea, is this something you both have done before in the past?
Yes.
Yeah, separate identities. Yeah, so we were there at different times.
Yeah.
Oh,
this is actually my 3rd or 4th. They invite me back every Halloween to do like their ribbon cutting and stuff for the. They have a haunted house there. They do as well. And the first year I was there, me and Mustafa did a pay-per-view from there for a company, and then they fell in love with us, and we started doing events there. We've done 4 different events, and the ribbon cuttings, and the crazy thing about Red Mill is it's one of those towns like kind of everybody comes out. It's like it's so like Americana, and it's everybody comes out and supports everything that's going on. The mayor comes out and she's always there, and the people who run Red Mill, Ed and all those guys, Ed and Ray, and but I know I'm forgetting some people. There's so many of them, and they come out and they really support what goes on at Red Mill. They all love that area, that location in the town, and it's always fun to watch. And when I got the email, like I don't know, about 3 or 4 weeks ago, hey, because I didn't think I was going back out this year because I hadn't heard anything, and they said, hey, can you come back out? And I was like, yep, I got the right people. Let's do this. And that's when I hit these guys up, and we're heading out.
well, honestly, so Red Mill, when I see the picture and the way you're describing it, and I'll have you guys describe what the event is, because this is when you look at the description, there are tiered tickets and there are amazing things that they're offering. But when I'm looking at these tiered tickets, explain to me, is Red Mill like a park-like situation? Is it a historical, like little village part? Like what exactly is Red Mill?
I think all of the above. Well, I think it's just all the above. Like there's different buildings, but then there's land part to it. So like you just not investigating one building. Like there's like a little church or a little area that's off to the side that could be investigated. The land. Like when I was there, I never personally got to fully investigate it.
Okay.
We were outside in tents doing an event, and I was helping run the Hinsdale House table because I do events here in Olean. So everyone else got to investigate, but just the property, I mean, the land is beautiful. It's wide open.
Mm-hmm.
That you may not see the same person all night because it's how big it is. So people can investigate one part of the land and you can't even hear the people at the actual mill. So it's really nice and compact. I think it's D all the above. It's like a historical site, but kind of like a bunch of land together.
Yeah, it's multiple structures, and plus you don't have just Red Mill, the mill. You have the town too, where you can go and enjoy yourself. There's coffee shops and all kinds of stuff. I always kind of explain it as a miniature Gettysburg.
Okay.
And it's very subtle little town. People, it's like I said, it's very close community. Everyone comes out and supports the projects. And then you have Red Mill, which is the mill itself. And there's several buildings on the property. You have the mill you can investigate. There is a old schoolhouse on the property, several other like houses that people stayed at who actually worked the mill when it was in operations. And there's a lot of, it's set on probably about 10 acres, 15 acres that you could kind of walk around and investigate. So it's a really cool, spot. It's gorgeous. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's just, it's kind of one of those places you kind of like stumble across. And when you do, you don't really want to leave it because it's so beautiful.
So where do these hauntings come from? What is the history of this location that brings out such stories?
Well, I mean, some of it's hearsay, and and it's just some of it's just the wives' tales passed down over the years. But there has been at least one death in the mill that they know of. It was an accidental death of a little girl who was there visiting her father, who worked there, and she happened to be running across the floor and fell through a trap door, and died. So we do know that I know that for a fact from what the historians there tell me. Besides that, the other deaths that happened on the property, they really can't prove. But there have been other psychic mediums that come in there and say that, they feel presence of children and, a certain man inside the mill. But, the stuff we've gotten there in our investigations, which it's hard to do like a serious investigation when you're doing it with the public because there's so many different people and they're doing their own things. But we've got some really cool EVPs out of the location, has some personal experiences with equipment and seeing things. So it's got a hodgepodge of different activity going on. And like I said, it's just a fun time. It's just fun going out there. It's very quaint. It's a good investigation, especially for the first timer. And the event, and Rob could probably tell you more about how we set it up because he did most of that. But the way we set it up was more like a family type atmosphere for this actual investigation. Nothing too crazy or serious. It wouldn't be like me and Robin talking about House of Wills in Cleveland, where you have to be a serious investigator with tons of experience. This place you could take your kids to, and they could have a good time investigating, and not probably get scared because there's nothing there that's going to harm you. Yeah.
That's really a cool thing. Like, I love that you guys have it set up as a family, especially Labor Day weekend, right? This is sort of your last hurrah before school starts. So what an amazing opportunity to get the whole family together. And the link for the tickets I have in the show description. Click it. Super easy. It's all set up how you want to enjoy this particular area. You can do come and meet everybody. You can have an amazing time with Chelsea. I believe that's limited, I think.
Yeah.
Right. There's a limited amount of tickets to have a gallery reading with Chelsea. And then there's the overnight. So Rob, why don't you take us through like how you set this up? Because like, this is a really cool opportunity for, I don't know, like for all ages. There is no limit here.
Yeah, it really is, and it's different. It's the first for me. So when Daryl called with the idea, I was like, "Yeah, this sounds awesome." So, yeah, there's really 3 tiers, right? And you hit on them. The bottom tier 1 is you come, you do the meet and greet, you get your photo with Daryl, photo with Chelsea. I'll hold the camera. Um, then Chelsea has kind of this. She has a gallery reading. She's doing that. That's limited to 30 seats, and we made it affordable, right? Because you can kind of choose, and for the the littlest kids, they can come and meet everybody. Don't have to stay for the investigation, and it's cool. It's just a cool hangout. So tier 1 is that part. And then Daryl and I are going to do Ghost Hunting 101 little seminar while Chelsea's doing her gallery reading. So we'll have equipment, we'll have us, things to talk about, for people that are interested in getting going, or for folks that are going to stay and investigate with us. So tier 2 is the investigation. So you get all of tier 1 plus the investigations. That's where we're going to break off into 3 different groups and pick 3 of these structures and do like an hour-long rotation with each of us. We'll do some evidence recaps. If we get anything, we'll sit and talk about it. And then tier 3 is kind of where it starts getting even more fun, right? We're gonna have bonfire. We're gonna sit around the bonfire. We're gonna tell ghost stories, and between the 3 of us, that could go till probably Monday.
Right.
But so it's going to be kind of a hangout, and if you want to crash, you can crash. It's just kind of an all day, fiesta, a paranormal fiesta. It's going to be cool.
Okay, so I have to ask, and I don't even know, this might put everybody on the spot, but what's the food situation?
So moving forward, we're going to pre-screen all these questions, Sarah. I don't know. We're going to work on that, right? Maybe food trucks.
I think we're talking about Red Mill maybe doing a barbecue type situation. Like nothing too crazy, burgers, dogs, drinks, stuff of that nature. Just for the people, who want to, hanging out and doing the investigation and just to have a good time. Because what you'll find there, a lot of people just show up, they want to hang out. They really don't. It's not that they don't want to investigate, but they more like just to hang out and have a good time. And you find out a lot of times with these types of events, it's not all about the investigation. It's about people coming out, hearing your experiences, picking your brain, and just wanting to know more about, certain things, stories, and things of that nature. So that's what I look forward to when we're doing these types of things.
Yeah, and you've got all night. That's if you get the ticket, the tier 3 ticket, and you're going to stay all night, then right, like you're gonna want, like it's a get to know each other, right? Everybody would probably, I would assume, once stories sort of start flowing, everybody sort of joins in.
Yeah, that's the thing. What you'll find is you'll do these small events or big ones. It's getting people to start talking, and once one person or 2 people start talking, everybody does, and that's when it starts to roll. Usually you'll do a Q&A session, and then you go into hey, questions to answer, questions or whatever, and you always kind of have to put a plant out in the crowd somewhere to raise their hand, and then everybody's like, okay, well that person's that's how it works.
Yeah, there you go. And this is true. Sarah does need to know the snack situation. I'm just saying, if I'm somewhere all night, I need to make sure that there is. If I have to bring my own, I'll bring my own. That's not an issue. I just need to know. I just was curious for those food lovers out there that, are ghost hunters. Just had to ask.
White Hill, she brought more food than.
That was Hillview. Hillview.
Hillview.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I get those 2 mixed up.
Well,
they were bringing cases of food out.
Ed Rose, he's one of the guys who works at Red Mill. He just messaged me saying there's multiple food sources in town as well to stay open or something. I kind of went away. So
there's restaurants. So nobody panic. There is food available. That's all we need to know. Okay, very good. And thank you to the Facebook user. It is important. These things are important to know. We know I like to ask those questions. Chelsea, this is not your first time there, so I'm very curious, as a psychic medium, what is your feel of this general location?
And it's funny because removing my psychic medium title, it reminds me of a Hallmark movie. It's just so it's welcoming. It's not like your typical Hinsdale.
Yeah.
In the middle of nowhere, no service, or film here. It's very welcoming, and it's very open. Like there
Okay.
is no stagnancy of energy. So no matter where you are, you can feel, you can see, you can sense. And
Okay.
that when we were just outside underneath tents, it was a hot weekend. We got a lot of EVPs just by sitting there, and all of us, it was just like a psychic fair. It was just a paranormal convention that was happening, and very welcoming. I'm bummed that I didn't, like, I'm excited that I get to actually investigate the location itself. But it's the energy of the location is very family oriented. Like everybody that is probably either residual the energy that's there, or people are still there. It's everyone's there for one purpose, like one goal. Like there isn't like a super bad section of the property over here, versus the mill itself.
Okay.
So it's just, everything's just welcoming. So like if I could bring my daughter, before school starts, that's what I'd be doing, is because I feel she's safe.
Right.
Yeah.
Have you done a gallery reading here before, or is this going to be your first time doing
This
that?
is my first time doing a gallery show at Red Mill, which I'm honored. So I'm very thankful to have the opportunity to help you guys. So that'd be awesome.
Yeah. I mean, the way I explain it too is, I mean, it's Red Mill is, it feels like you're kind of step back in history a little bit. And it's like, the history there is still happening while you're there. So it doesn't feel like there's nothing negative. It's just a very cool location, very positive, and it's active. So it's really great.
I love that you guys, Rob and Daryl, that you will be doing a little bit of ghost hunting 101, because, I think for people, this event sounds like this isn't just necessarily for the veterans out there that have done it. Like, this is for everybody. If you're interested, if you just love history, or you just want to be outside and camp or whatever, like, what's better than ghost stories with actual ghost hunters? But I love that you're going to do the ghost hunting 101, because I think sometimes, right, when you're newer at it, you go to these things and you just don't even know where to start. So how will you plant, like, so you're going to do your meet and greet, you said, Rob, but then while Chelsea's doing her gallery reading, you're just going to have a little seminar type thing where,
Yep.
So,
and then I get a break before the event starts. So while they're doing that, it's like I'm not participating, so I can kind of regroup my energy before we head on in for the next 4+ hours.
Okay.
Yes, the time.
There you go. This is awesome. And that was Kristen, by the way. Thank you, Kristen, for supporting me in my food questions. All right. So what else about Red Mill? Like, when you guys want to go back, I can see that everybody loves this particular location because you've never been, right, Rob? Or is this a place you've known about?
Have not. I've driven past it many times, and I'm like, well, so again, when this came up, I'm like, oh yeah, so cool. I get to do this. Never been. Excited to go. I've never met Chelsea or Daryl yet in person. Super excited about that. I'll meet you both next week, right?
Yeah, we'll all three of us plus Corbin and Mike will all be at the Bash Friday and Saturday, and at the Gettysburg Bash, I should say, and we'll actually be doing a live feed Friday night in Gettysburg for our first Dead Live on Paranormal Warehouse.
Oh, nice. Did not know that.
Yeah, there you look.
Tell me where later. I want to know later.
Okay, so what is something though about this night? So this is sort of, Daryl, you've been, Chelsea, you've been, Rob, you've never been, but then you guys were like, okay, we want to do this all together as this amazing event. What is something though that you guys are really looking forward to at Red Mill that maybe you sort of have your suspicions about this location, or you want to try something different? Like, is there something about this particular event that you're like, I'm going to go in with not an expectation, but a little bit of a desire to try or to experience?
Oh, they have amazing beer there. I tell you, those guys roll out when it comes, they party. They bring in the keggers and everything. It's crazy. But I mean, I've done everything there so far myself. I think I'm looking forward, because when I first hit Rob and Chelsea up about this, several weeks ago, I'm like, I want to do something different. Not the norm that I usually do, where it's like a meet and greet, Q&A, and then you jump into an investigation and everybody gathers up at the end of the night. I wanted to make it more flowing, and bringing Chelsea in to do the psychic readings and everything, and her part of it, and to investigate, and bringing Rob in to kind of back me up while investigating. And I'm looking forward to the actual ghost stories at the end of the night. That's where I just sitting around a campfire and just people asking questions, or hearing their stories, and hearing Rob and Chelsea stories I haven't heard before. And a lot of my stuff you can see on TV that you know what I've done, but I like hearing other people's stuff. I mean, it's very fascinating to me.
I love that.
I'm looking forward to the schoolhouse of doing the gallery show in the schoolhouse, but how I like the one thing, and Daryl knows this to a certain point, like when I am at an event, when my face is on a poster, I am always working, but I remove my title because this is our investigation. This isn't mine. My face is on the poster, but we're all working together. We all have something to bring to the table. That when I'm investigating, I like to do trigger objects. So I'm bringing a bonnet.
Oh, love that.
So it's like I want to kind of reenact. And that's something that I did. I ran Statler Hotel up until it just closed for renovation. So I ran all the Statler tours the last 6 years. And that's something that we did because we learned about all the history from the 40s, that it's like, what better way to communicate with possible that little girl that passed than kind of getting into her normalcy, what she saw. So I'm bringing a bonnet.
I might have something for you, Chelsea.
Okay.
I should send this to you. I bought at an antique store. It's a little, and like I have to look at the date. I don't remember exactly, but it is a school book. It is a child's school book from I don't know what the date of Red Mill is. I don't know what
I don't even know either, but I'm just going just like you are with Little House on the Prairie here.
Yeah.
Hey, Ed, if you're watching, what are the dates? Ed is like the historian.
Yeah, Ed, let us know, what are the dates here? Because if, honestly, I should send you this book. It's got the lessons, and it's the cutest. I was just like, I have to have it. I'm going to send that to you so you can take it to school with you.
That's what I'm looking forward to, is just to kind of communicate and get on their level. Because I know for a fact, I personally wouldn't want to be talking to someone that says, "What year is it for you?" I don't know why. That's just great, but get down on their level. So I'm so excited to bring the bonnet with me. And I didn't even talk to them about that. So that was a good question. But I'd like to use trigger objects to kind of get them to communicate if possible, make them comfortable.
I love that. Rob, what about you?
Well, going in without really knowing the place, I'll probably stick to my, Old Faithful, my DR60s, my AVP sessions, and senses. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. We'll kind of feel it out. Hopefully you'll have time to do a walkthrough. I am excited, to work with these guys, and they've been so nice and gracious this whole time. So yeah, we'll see. I'm going to be in a good mood, so I'll probably just figure it out on the fly there.
Ed said 1800s, early, or 1810 for the mill, and 1800 for the schoolhouse.
Oh, so right on. Well, Chelsea, when we're done, I will go check that book out. I'll send you a picture. If you want it, it's yours. You can take it with you and see if it helps. Okay. I mean, I don't even know. Why did I even have that book? Don't know.
There's a reason for it.
There's a reason for it. Okay, so now I got to ask. So here you guys are doing this super cool camp out. Rob, can you give us an idea of how many people are choosing to do the entire night with you guys? Is it a good amount of people?
Yeah, it's a decent chunk right now. I'd say probably 10-15%.
Okay.
Yeah, it's up there. I haven't looked in a couple of days, but yeah. Last check was about 10 or 15%.
Okay, so perhaps this could be a really cool thing with the three of you doing these super cool campouts at interesting locations.
I'm sure this is not going to be the last one we do. And I'm kind of hinting about something at Penhurst. I don't want to say too much about it because it's happening. We're just kind of wrapping up the details on it, hopefully in the next couple of days. But there's something else happening at Penhurst as well that'll be kind of similar to this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Rob just sitting there with a little bit of a smile on his. Everybody's okay, I get it. We're all out of the secret. You guys are in on it. Hopefully we'll know shortly.
It won't just be the three of us. It'll also be Corbin will be there.
Okay.
At Penhurst with us. So that's an extra, little something there. Corbin's really big in, on the social media side of things, with being an influencer and everything. So that'll be exciting for some of the younger crowd who's into the social media type stuff.
The younger crowd.
Yeah, yeah, I gotta be serious about it,
Cover them all. That's good. You got all your bases covered.
Oh yeah, I'm not stupid. When I put my groups together, I got the psychic medium. I got Mike, who's the behind the scenes type guy, who puts the stuff together. I got Corbin, who's the influencer, and I got me, who's done ghost hunters and other stuff. So I'm not stupid.
There you go. I love it. All right. So, okay, Red Mill. Tiered tickets. I'm thinking everybody just I know it's a family thing, but if you're going to bring the family out. Oh, wait, here's another question that just popped in my head, though. So because this is in New Jersey, I don't know New Jersey. I've never been. Is this somewhere that's super easy? Are you getting a lot of people from New Jersey? Or are you getting a lot of people from out of state coming?
It's about 40 to 45 minutes on the other side of Philly. So it's it's not like you have to travel. I mean, I don't know where your location is, but for me, it's about a 2-hour drive. And I think Rob said it's like 45, 50 minutes for him.
Yeah, for you, it's hard.
I'm about 7 hours from y'all, but that's okay.
Yeah. Like Jersey gets a bad rap, right? For good reason in some places, but this is not what you would expect for New Jersey. It's out, it's kind of country. It's nice. It's a real nice area. It's off of 78.
I not to cut you off, but I never when you think of Jersey, you think of city, the Jersey Shore and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
No, this place is like it's like something from 19. It's like from a 1950s freaking sitcom. I mean,
go into a small town and everybody's there.
Everybody knows everybody. Yeah, it's beautiful. I mean, it's absolutely gorgeous there. It really is. Yeah.
Yep. It's in Hunterdon County, so probably about 30 minutes from the border of PA. Heading west on Route 78, and kind of like right in the center of where New Jersey is.
So it's an easy place to get to. This is not something. Okay.
No.
So I feel like Chelsea is hinting at something here. I feel like we need to do a Chelsea Gill Hallmark paranormal. Like there needs to be a paranormal Hallmarky type genre.
I am a Hallmark fanatic. You looked at my DVR. Oh my God. But Christmas, damn, 24/7.
Yeah.
But it is my birthday weekend. My birthday's December 1st.
Oh.
Come and celebrate my 31st birthday. Family, Rob, we have snacks.
She's a baby. She's a baby. She's a baby. Well, happy birthday. I hope everybody please wish Chelsea a happy birthday. It's her birthday weekend. What better way to celebrate it than to go to Red Mill for
I'm excited.
camp out? So I think somebody I don't know, maybe Daryl, I don't know, maybe your production company. I mean, I'm with you, Chelsea. I'm a huge Hallmark fan. There's Christmas in July. Who doesn't love it, right?
My wedding.
Halloween to December.
There you go. Just flip it and then, add a little romance in there. You can have a story about that psychic medium who goes home because, right, I don't know, her dad's losing his haunted location. There you go. I'm going to.
Perfect.
These ideas will just flow right out. Okay, so Red Mill, everybody get your tickets. September 3rd is Red Mill, and it's with these 3 amazing souls that you will get to spend a day. What time does this event get started?
I think around 3.
Yeah,
4.
Yeah. Arrive at 3. Yeah, start at 4.
Okay, well, I'm sorry. I thought that this would be something you would know.
It is, and I do know. I just don't want to share it right now. Wait.
All right, so the event gets started at 4, and there are the tiered tickets, so you can come from the meet and greet, get some pictures taken, even with Rob, if you would like one. And then you can also sign up for a gallery reading with Miss Chelsea Gill, which sounds amazing. If you don't watch her Facebook page, you absolutely should. She's always sharing amazing things that she's doing. What is the picture that I am seeing, though, with you and Daryl right now for I feel really bad because my memory is horrible.
Harstful.
Yes. What is this amazing event you two are doing?
Which one?
Harstful.
October Mass.
Oh, yes. Everyone was like freezing as soon as that's so funny. Yeah, so we're in Harstf Hall with Warner Paranormal. So we're heading to Massachusetts. It's a location neither one of us have been to.
Oh, okay.
Civil War Hall. So Matt reached out to me a few months ago, right around the same time we started the Jersey talk, and said he'd like to collab. And I'm all about giving back because I run a few nonprofits here. So they're restoring to the location.
Okay.
So we head back October 8th. Yes, October 8th.
Yep.
We head to Massachusetts. So we're looking forward to that. Tickets are limited. We'd like to keep it small. So you can head to my website, chelseagillbuffalo.com. Get Haunted is hooked up to my website too. So all of their events for Thriller events is on my website too. So you can just click events and see everything there. But yeah, so we're excited to head back to Massachusetts to locate.
Yeah, and Ed's asking me to get the book plug in. As you saw, he's I guess he's group messaging us. Yeah, okay. I appreciate he's my publisher. I didn't know that. These guys know, but I have a book coming out, guys. It won't be out till next year. I can't talk about the name of the book yet because of the NDA, but yeah, I'm very excited. I just basically signed everything about 2 weeks ago on the contract and finished the book finally back in March, I want to say. And guys, it'll finally be coming out. I know it's been 2 years in the making, but it's coming out. So just stay tuned. Yeah.
Yeah. Good things come to those who wait.
That's right.
This
Absolutely.
is worth the wait, right?
Yep. Very
awesome. So what else do you guys have coming up? Anything big besides World's Largest? I mean, you guys are busy like nonstop here. You guys have your months filled. So I don't know where you guys are getting time to like, here, we should do this kind of event. But do you guys have any other big events coming up, even if they're not all together? Do you have anything separately you'd like to plug right here?
Go ahead, Chelsea. Let you go first.
So I head back so we have World's Largest, and then we are in Massachusetts with me and Daryl. And then the following weekend, I'm at the Bell Mansion in Fort Wayne, Indiana with Brian Cano. And I'm joining him on his mobile exhibit with him and Linda. So I'm super excited to collab with him. He's one of my dearest friends. So when he asked if I wanted to tag along and, do a gallery show, I said, absolutely. More people I can help, the merrier. And then I close out the last 2 weekends in October down here in the city of Buffalo at Iron Island, which is a location here. It's a museum, but it was an abandoned funeral, and there was remains that were left. That was on, I think, Ghost Hunters years ago.
Yeah.
So was Red Mill. Red Mill was on the original Ghost Hunters.
That's awesome. So I'm excited to be local to close out before you head into the holiday season. So that's where I'm at.
And I have to say, Chelsea, Iron Island, home away from home. Every time I visit my sister, this is a location. Linda is one of my most favorite people. She is so sweet, and she helps veterans. When you help out her location, she gives back. They always make sure that any fallen soldier has a headstone. She makes sure that she gives back by, I think they do like the meat food trucks, like I can't remember what she calls it.
Yeah, they do like there's a few different things, but they do the food trucks, and they kind of just raise funds because she's part of the community before the location was gifted to her. She continues doing her nonprofit work. So Linda's very near and dear to my heart.
Yeah. Awesome. She's a sweet soul in Iron Island. Seriously, if you're ever in that area, check it out, because I've had some of my really funnest experiences in that, and they're never the same. I've gone a lot, and they're never the same. Yeah. It's a great location. Well, awesome. And Daryl, what else do you have coming up? Anything awesome besides everything that you're already doing?
Next weekend, this weekend coming up, we have the Gettysburg Bash, which is great. We're all getting together. Like I said, it'll be Chelsea, Corbin, Mike, Rob, myself. We'll all be at my table. We'll have the world's largest ghost hunt stuff there, Dead Live stuff, and then Dead Live on Friday around I think it's 2:15ish. We're going to jump over and do a lecture for about 45 minutes at the bash. So that's going to be exciting. It's going to be the first time the show has all been together in one location. And then that night, like I said, we're going to go out and we're going to do our first live feed for Paranormal Warehouse for our Dead Live stuff somewhere in Gettysburg. We got some options on the table we're going to talk about. And then, got Red Mill on the 3rd, and then I'll be hopping over to Flumery and doing an event up in West Virginia at the old hospital again. I'll be there for September 9th and 10th. Then I'm off for a week or two. Then I'll be at Penhurst for the world's largest and our other thing we're going to be doing before that. Then I'll be with Chelsea, and like I said, like she was saying, in early October, October 8th. I have a Halloween event. Actually, I have a ribbon cutting at Red Mill on October 14th for their haunted house. I've done for the last 3 years in a row. And then at the end of October, I will be again with Flumery, and God, they're going to kill me because I can't remember the name of the location. It's a theater in Pennsylvania, and I want to say it's
Clifton Theater.
What is it?
Clifton Theater.
Clifton. Yeah, thank you, Chelsea.
Clifton Theater, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's the 29th or 30th.
Yep.
What is it?
Yeah, 29th.
Okay, October 29th, I'll be there. I've actually was supposed to go there last year, the year before. I can't remember if something happened. And then I'll be with Rob at the old hospital in November. And after that, God, I can't remember. So, yeah.
Holy cow. Well, I hope, Rob, that this is the beginning of something beautiful, that you guys will have great success with Red Mill. This sounds like such an amazing opportunity for you guys, but for everybody to join in with this, with you guys, families, all ages included in this event, people. This is not just a big scary ghost hunt. This is for everybody to come and enjoy and to meet. I feel like the younger ones love all the ghost hunters, right? Like they love that stuff. So here's an opportunity for them to be a part of it. And I think that's awesome. But I hope that, we see more of the three of you guys sort of linking up and doing some really big things. I feel like, Rob, I take care of your social media for you. So I know some things here and there, and I feel like 2023 is really gearing up to be quite the amazing year for Get Haunted. And you have Daryl and Chelsea here. It just validates that 2023 is getting better.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
So says Daryl. Yes.
Yeah. I agree. Yeah, Red Mill's gonna be great. You're right. It's not a big scary ghost hunt like old hospital or Conjuring House or whatever, or House of Wills, wherever. that place was weird. But if you're not signed up, come hang out. And my Jersey people, wherever you are, if you're watching, sign up. I haven't seen you in years. Come on out, hang out.
I mean, Delaware people, PA people, Jersey people, I know it's close. I mean, it's literally within 2 hours of everything.
It's a straight shot too from my house. Like it's just throughway based all the way to Jersey. And then one of my good friends, Caitlin Stachowicz, she's out of Pittsburgh. She grabbed a ticket and she's ready to road trip because it is literally just a straight shot across.
Yes, it is. Yeah, if you guys are out in that way, just grab a ride with her.
I'll meet you at the park ride.
That's right. There you go. Well, look at that. So everybody, there is a link in the show description, and we will make sure to share that all over Get Haunted Network group. And I know Chelsea and Daryl have been very kind to share that stuff out as well. So you're not going to be able to not find it. It is there. We will make sure you can find it easily. You can choose the tier that's perfect for you, but I'm going to say the 3rd tier is perfect for all. So everybody should get the 3-tier tickets, and hurry up and get your ticket for Chelsea's gallery reading, because only 30 of you can do that. So you better jump on that real quick. And then we'll make sure to link up all of Chelsea and Daryl's pages so you can keep track of. I can't repeat everything that you guys are doing because it's like crazy amounts of stuff that you guys are doing in the next couple months, but we will make sure to get everybody where they can find your information easily, because these are things and these are people that you're going to want to participate with and get to know. It was such a pleasure, Chelsea, to meet you finally. And not just on post. I love this, Daryl. Finally, I get to meet you as well. I've heard so much about you. Thank you so much for taking the time to join us, guys. Return to Red Mill with Get Haunted and Daryl and Chelsea. Like, what's better than that? September 3rd. Is there any parting words, Rob? I just kind of took over your show. This is Rob's show, but I'm like, move over. I got things to say.
Exactly why I asked you to do it. No, just thank you to everybody, Daryl, Chelsea, for working with me and making it fun, yeah, it's just, lucky to meet all these different people and be part of these things. So yeah, I just want to be, I want everyone to have a good time when this thing goes off. So yeah.
It's a great time. I think this is going to be an easy one. This is like, honestly, everybody, check out the tickets. It is affordable. The tickets are at great prices. This is something you're going to definitely want to do, and which makes it great when you need to buy a few tickets if you're going to bring the family, right? So for sure, get your this is camping gear, right? This is not staying in. I mean, I'm sure there's probably hotels nearby, but if you want to camp out with these people, right? Bring a tent.
Bring a tent, yeah.
Bring a tent. Bring your sleeping bag.
There are hotels within, literally a mile or two of the location as well.
I got a hotel room and it's 4 minutes from Red Mill.
Yeah, I think that's how far mine was last time I stayed there, last October or whatever it was. Yeah.
So perfect. And there's restaurants, as we've been told, within walking distance. We'll make sure and Daryl said there's beer. That's not for the kids, but there's beer. So.
And also, you guys, I mean, they also, starting in, I believe it's October 14th, they have their big haunted house. That's all goes to the Historical Society there. They do an amazing job. They set up for a month straight for this haunted house. It's very cool. It takes up the whole property, like 10 acres. It's incredible. So guys, check them out now.
Yeah, and does Red Mill, if you're on, does Red Mill have a Facebook page, or do they have a?
They do. They do.
Okay. All right. So we'll make sure to link.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll link that up as well then, because I think this is something that would be very important. So yeah, guys, thank you so much. I look forward, hopefully somebody's gonna be taking pictures. Rob, do you have somebody going with you to take pictures?
Yeah, I do. I've got a lot of people helping out in different ways. So yeah.
Beautiful.
It's getting sorted.
Good.
There will be photos. There will be video.
Thank you, because I need some social media material, as you know. Guys, thank you again so much for your time. And on the side, thank you for your support and for being a part of Get Haunted. This is probably going to become sort of a regular thing. Correct, Rob?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because he loves doing shows so much. So we're going to, and I think we need to have the lovely Chelsea back on, because we have some ideas, and I think her talent will be needed. And so we'll have to get everybody sort of up to speed on what's going on here and Get Haunted. So check back here, watch to see when we will we don't know yet what our regular day will or won't be. Will it be once a month? We're not sure yet, but I'll poke Rob a little bit here and see if we can't get him to commit to something here. And Ed, he says they do have the Red Mill Museum and Haunted Red Mill pages. So everybody go to those pages, show some love, also to Daryl's and to Chelsea's, because that's what the Get Haunted Network does. They show love, spread it around just like we love you. We will catch you guys next time.
Thank you.
Bye.